You tell people you've been in private school your whole life, everybody thinks you came from money. Girl, my people was middle class. I will love you and leave you. And this has been something that I've struggled with since I was a little kid. Like since I can remember. I would go be around people and they would look at me, frown upon me because you absolutely know what you're doing. You absolutely have all your I's dotted and all your T's crossed. Girl, please. It's called the grace of God. Girl, I'm winging this.
I always want to prove, but it's dangerous. You got something in my base. You wanna get with me, stop.
This thing better be working. I promise. It better be. Hello. Hey y'all. Welcome back. It is TheeRawestJo. If you're new here, be sure to like, comment, subscribe to be tapped in with all my new and upcoming videos. Period. Think I'm back. Even though I feel like I didn't really leave. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I think the last video I dropped with y'all, it was us going to Roanoke for the council. If you don't know what I'm talking about, stop this video, go slide to my most recent post video, watch that, and yeah, you'll know a little bit about me if you're new here. If you're returnable, you know how I feel about you. Thank you for holding me down. Okay, y'all said the quality in the last video, even though it's off the phone, you said it wasn't that bad. So girl, here we are again. I came back with it. Water bottle. Relax. Quiet down, please. I don't remember the last time I did a story time. I want to say it was about my house burning down. Again, if you haven't seen that, stop right here. Go slide and watch that. I'm going to put it right there. Go watch that again to know a little bit more about me and how my story times kind of go. But this video is just a tad bit different. With living on my own and just in this season that I've been on recently, I've really just learned so much about myself that I didn't know. As being a 25-year-old grown woman, went to college, degreed, and all the things, and spiritually in tune and all that, girl. It was still stuff about me that I did not realize until probably, I ain't gonna lie, 2 months ago, maybe even 2 weeks ago. And you could probably tell from the title is going to be 10 things that I did not know about me. Oh, hold up, because I just took I just curled my hair like 2 hours ago, threw the pin curls in and said, hope it gives. So that's why it's. All right, let's move on. Enough rambling. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. First things first. I am spoiled, but also independent. It's like a spoiled, independent, hybrid type of thing. I'm used to having resources in place for me to get things done that I need to get done. Let me break that down. I'm the type of person growing up, like I grew up, I've been in private school my whole life, and that's great. But and let me give a disclaimer with that, because when you tell people you've been in private school your whole life, everybody thinks you came from money. Girl, my people was middle class. I don't know what y'all be thinking. It was a struggle. My mama had me in private school, but it was a struggle to be in private school. So let me just clear that up. Because when you tell people you was in private school, people think, oh, like silver spoon, you just don't know nothing about nothing, girl. We were struggling, okay? My mother gave me the resource of being in private school, of giving me a higher, quote unquote, higher education. She gave me the resource. I took it and I ran with it. That's my personality. Give me the means, I'm going to take it and I'm going to run with it. We about to come up with something crazy. That's just me. I'm going to excel, succeed, and overachieve with the resources that you give me. Now, one thing I will tell you that bread is, you do good, you get rewarded. Do well, you do what you're supposed to do. You do this, you get rewarded for good behavior. Do I feel like people should get rewarded for good behavior? Yes, I do feel like people should get rewarded for good behavior. Because people receive consequences for bad behavior. People get attention for bad behavior, even if it's bad attention. So yes, I do think people, if you good, or you're a good kid or something, your child don't give you no issues, you should let that child be spoiled. I do. Why? Because that's how I came up. And it worked out for me. Look at us. Right. When it comes to my husband, I do feel like I want to be rewarded for being a hidden gem. And I'm learning now, I'm not going to say that that's an issue, but I'm seeing that it's getting hard for the men to deal with me because I expect so much. I feel like I'm degreed. I feel like I'm beautiful. I feel like my soul is beautiful. My spirit is beautiful. I'm one of Jesus' favorites. Like, it's just so much to me. And I just feel like my man should see that and reward me for that. Call it delusion, but my husband, that's why he's gonna be my husband and you not. It leads me into, I've learned with myself, I'm very much my way or the highway. And I said I was gonna stop saying girl because it is some men on here that be watching me. So boo, I don't know if it's a personality thing or what, but I just do. I prefer to plan things out because I feel like I'm good at it. I'm a thinker. I feel like and it's going to get done well. So let me do it. If we want it done in excellence, just let me do it. It's very much my way or the highway rule. And it is very, girl, boo. But it's the type of my way or the highway. Like my way, if you don't like it, go on about your business. Respectfully. Nobody's mad at nobody. I'm not dogging you. But you just ain't my cup of tea. You not going with the program. I need somebody. You gotta go with the program because I wrote it. If I wrote the program, I'm giving you the instructions play by play. Play by play. You're still having a hard time grasping it. I'm just good. So yeah, that's probably the second one is very much my way or the highway. I can work with some things, but for the most part, what I stand on is stood on. I require consistency and I require a lot of attention. So if you can't give me the consistency that I'm looking for, if you all over the place and you not giving me the attention that I want, that's what I want. That's my way. That's the program. Beloved, you can't get with the program. And I'm trying to give you play by play how to get the program, but you can't. So with that being said, hit the highway, my brother. The third thing, girl, that I realized about myself or that I really didn't really know until I knew, girl, I am very much a leaver. And this maybe is just tying into the relationship aspect of things, you know, and this goes for friendship and relationship, but I'm just very much a leaver. And it might be in this phase in my life. I'm realizing like I'm not married. I don't have any children. I do know my worth. I know what I have to bring to a man. I know what I have to bring to the table. I know the value that I hold. And I will love you and leave you if you are not reciprocating the same energy that I give. That's just me. I'm big on it has to make sense. It has to make sense. And I know that we can get overtaken with love and you just love somebody so much and the emotion of it and all of that. But girl, I'm very much, it has to make sense to me. Love or not, it needs to make a little bit of sense. Yeah, girl, I will leave you and I'll love you and leave you. And I think people have a hard time grasping that concept when it comes to dealing with me, which makes it hard to like let me go. Because I'm not gonna dog you when I leave. Like I might, but I love you. I'll tell you I love you to death, but I don't want to do this no more. For real. I'll tell you I love you to death and mean it. And then proceed with, and that's why I think I'm gonna have to let this go. Because no matter how much I love you, my mind is never gonna overpower, well, no, my heart is never overpowering my mind. It's just not a thing. I don't really lead with my heart, I really lead with my brain. I'm a leaver in this phase in my life. I'm a leaver. But I'm still faithful. It's so weird, but I'm gonna leave you because I realize it's really gets to it's only like that if I get to the point I feel devalued. Like if you're not respecting me, honoring me at the level I feel I need to be honored, then I'm gonna leave you. Unfortunately, with me, you kind of gotta. But I'm breaking up out of that. I'm breaking up out of that. It used to be you gotta dog me bad. I mean, you're gonna drag me through the mud, the ringer, pick me up. You would really have to drag me through the rug, the ring of the fire, the lake of all of that, girl. And I still be like, I don't know, maybe we could. Now, girl, it's very much too much work. No thanks. I'll pass. You're not my husband. Big on. No thanks. I'll pass. Not worth it. No thanks. You know you can't talk to me. No, you can't have my number. No, you can't DM me. No. No, you can come over. Very much a leave. Like this was cute. The dates was cute. Thank you for the food. Thank you for all that. But you're still not the one I think I want to be with. So I'm out of here. I feel like that's okay because men do it all the time. And we're going to save that for another video because we can really get into that. We're actually going to get into that. We're going to save that for another video. I am a leaver in this phase of my life. I will leave you where I found you respectfully. Wish you the best. Godspeed. All the things and mean it. And love you. And mean it. And leave you. And mean it. Fifth fact about myself that I didn't know. Hi, my name is Jocelyn and I am a recovering people pleaser. I don't know. Like growing up, I just had a hard time telling people no. Now that I'm older and I'm an adult and I've seen how that works and doesn't work and how it ends up biting you in the butt in the end when you always tell people yes and never tell people no. Now I've readjusted. I've gotten reacclimated to the new norm for me. Now it's just very much like no. The answer is no. If I don't want to do it, it's a no for me. When I'm not changing my mind, I'm trying to change my mind, trying to convince me to not, because I'm not, because I said no. But girl, yeah, it used to be on me big, girl. And I don't even know if it's how I came up. And when I say I came up, I don't want people to automatically think like, oh, my mama, my parents, oh, girl, they just let you, didn't say nothing. I'm not saying that. When I say I came up, your culture. So where you went to school, the type of school you went to, where you went to church, the type of church you went to, the type of friends you hung around, the type of people you sat at the lunch table with. To me, that's what I say how I came up. Being in church a little bit breeded a bit of that because it came up very much like stay in the child's place. Because I can be confrontational. I'm not like a yes man. I wouldn't say I'm an alpha woman because I don't really know how I feel about them, like that word, but I would say like I'm naturally a leader. Like I'm not going with the flow, what everybody doing. If it don't make sense to me, I ain't doing it. If you don't like that, I ain't doing it. Girl, I don't care, to hell with you. We're not talking about people pleasing in that sense of like caring what people think for real. For me, it would be to the point of like if things bother me, I just don't say nothing. And I'm learning now that silence is an answer. When you don't say nothing, you agreeing to it. When you sit there and just, even though you're boiling on the inside, and there's a time and place for everything, yes, but no, girl, if that's something you don't want to do, then this is your time to go ahead and tell the person it's something you don't want to do. If it's something that has happened that you don't like and it rubs you the wrong way, you have a right, especially if you're involved in something or you're a part of something, you have a right to speak on it and say, I don't like that. I don't think that's right. And I had a problem with that a bit, adjusting to, I guess, going from child to adult, coming up that way. Now I've adjusted. When I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. If my first answer in my gut is no, it needs to come out of my mouth. That's what I've realized. And it used to be like, oh, I don't want to do it, but I mean, it's nothing. For me, it's not. The things that I used to do for people, it was nothing to do it. Because for me, that's what you do for people that you love and care about. But I had to realize, unfortunately, that people can take advantage of that. People can know that you love and care about them so much that you'll do any and everything for them. Jump across an ocean, get in a volcano, or across the sea, go drink the whole Dead Sea, salt and all. They'll know that you'll be willing to do that for them, and then they try to make you to do it for them. Like taking advantage of people's love for you. And I've realized that growing up, like I just had to come out of that, especially in my adulthood with relationships, friendships, just in general. I had to come up out of that, girl, because it just was not going to work for me. So that people pleasing girl, I was no longer. The sixth thing that I've learned about myself, stuff that I really do appreciate, is it's mind over emotion for me. My mind leads before my heart does, or I allow my mind to lead me before I allow my heart to. Some scripture that says the heart is deceitfully wicked, who can know it? So if you don't even know your own heart, you don't know what you'll do. And I don't have time to be taking them chances. So I'd rather just go with my mind, the logical part of it when it comes to life. Now, spiritual things, no, because my mind is too finite to even deal with spiritual, and that's a different topic for another day. But when it comes to like on earth, dealing with humans and dealing with people, girl, yes, my mind is gonna lead before my heart does every time, because I have a thing called discernment. It's a gift. Pray for it. And what it does is it's like a knowing without knowing. Like you know information, you're put on to something, you know something, you can see something for what it is without knowing the details. I would say it's almost like word of knowledge, but the word of knowledge is a bit more deep. But to me, discernment is like something as simple as like when your mama be like, I don't like your little friend. The little friend you be hanging with, you be bringing her to the house. I don't like her. I think she a little some off with her. Even if you got to say some off with her. Can't put my finger on it, Bookie, but it's something off with her. And then you can find out she's a low down, grimy, slithering snake. That's kind of an example of discernment. Your mama was using her gift of discernment to put you onto some information that she could pick up on a person that you might not be able to pick up. What the world kind of calls it is like vibes. Like when you see when you hang with somebody, you talk to somebody, you're like, oh no, they vibe just be off. Their energy is off. Yeah, girl, your discernment is telling you it's something off with the person. I'm kind of big on that. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, the discernment has never failed me. I know it might come off to some people as bipolar, because one moment I'll be having like a conversation and be cool with somebody, and then in the next moment, but if the Lord showed me that you a low down, grimy snake, girl, no, I don't want to talk to you no more. Yes, you block. So maybe how I handle it might not be the best, but it's like with that discernment girl or my mind, when my mind get to telling me like, girl, your heart, I get what you're saying, but you a little into this. Have you thought about the fact that A, B, C, and D? I'm big on that. Like that my mind is gonna lead me every time, every time. The scriptures say be renewed, be changed by the renewing of your mind. It ain't say nothing about the renewing of your heart. It ain't say nothing about that. It said clean the heart up, make it pure. You renew the mind. I would go with your mind. Whatever your mind and your discernment is telling you, run with that. My mind definitely leads me before my heart does. Mind over emotion. Most deaf. Another thing I didn't realize about myself, and this has been something that I've struggled with since I was a little kid, like since I can remember. I would go be around people and they would look at me, frown upon me because of this thing about me, and it would really be a conversation starter for sure. I just did it again few months, actually more than a few months ago, and I realized, no, I did it a couple weeks ago, and I still realized, like, girl, I don't like watermelon. I know I'm black and I'm supposed to, but I don't. I don't like the texture. Well, at first I thought it was the texture. First, when I was little coming up, I just don't like the way it felt on my tongue. It's just too. But then I had some watermelon juice the other day. That has nothing to do with texture. I just don't like the way watermelon smells. I don't like the way watermelon tastes. I just don't like watermelon. And I love all the other fruit. I don't care for those cantaloupes. I don't like cantaloupes. I don't. It tastes weird to me. I like mangoes. Not a melon, I guess. I just don't like melons. I think that's what it is. I don't like the cantaloupes. I don't like the orange. I don't like the green ones. I don't like the orange ones. And when I've told black people this, you would have thought I told them I voted for Trump. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, girl, I just don't like it. I don't. It's earthy tasting and I don't see no good in it. Another thing that I learned about myself is, which I kind of knew, but I'm really realizing the strength or whatever. Hold on, these might be the people. The thing about myself is, girl, my mouth. That's what I was talking about, my mouth, girl, being reckless. Yeah, I realized this probably a couple weeks ago. The mouth get crazy. I'm the type where it's like it will really cut you. Not a curse word in sight. Not a curse word in sight. But you'll wish I did. You wish I did. And I don't know if it's because growing up, it was like you stay in a child's place. So I was just like silenced. I wasn't really like comfortable to like share, or I guess I was silent. Now the mouth is reckless. Like, I get what this is, like I think something, girl. I don't know. It's some scripture. Don't get me wrong. It's a scripture, something about the tongue is terrible, girl. Cut like a not a flaming sword. Something, girl. Now that's the word. Hold up. Yeah. It can be like a small fire that starts like a huge fire. Like, which I get. It's basically like your tongue can take something that was at a 5 and it can bring it to a 15. Something that was a small little something not that serious. Your mouth that got so crazy. Now I'm taking it there with you. I'm very much that type of person. So with me being that type of person, I do well with making sure that I don't go too far to make a person want to go off and want to kill me or something. But it's gonna be enough to where you're gonna feel like this girl never even liked me. This girl this girl hates my guts. This girl just took everything I told her and it's not even that, but it's just like it's a filthy read. It's a filthy read. It's a filthy read. And that's why I don't really tell nobody my business besides y'all. But I don't want to tell people too much of my personal business because I know how. I mean, I'll never take something that was traumatic to somebody and throw it in their face. So, like, say somebody was essayed. That's something I would never be like, and that's why when you was there, because now you want your throat. You want to get jumped. Or that's just vile. I'll never say something like that. But I would, if you told me that your mama left you at 15, I might bring up the fact that the abandonment issues that your mama left you with at 15 got you talking to me like you stupid. So I'm going to leave you alone. Some might feel like don't even bring up the mama and she left me at 15. Me personally, I feel like I need to bring it up to make a point. So I say all that to say, is it necessary? No. My mouth is reckless, and it's something that I am going to work on. I have worked on. It's something that I do need to just keep working on, keep on keeping on working. Yes. Now this one, I feel like it might. Hold up, give me a shit. This one is probably gonna shock y'all because y'all know I am an avid against this, but I do actually think I can date someone with a child. I know. I know. I know. I do think I could date someone with a child, but I'm gonna say this though, it's stipulations. The child gotta be like over 8. 2, under 2. That you still about to start your family. You and that girl gonna end up getting that lady gonna want her family back. If it's less than 2 years, really, I really say 5. No, I say I even took it to 8. If it's less than 2, at any time when that woman wants her family back, she's getting her family back, and you've lost your man. Yeah, I could do a man with a child as long as the child got to be like 8 and up. Talking age, can feed itself and stuff. Put itself to bed. That and the BM is going to have to accept and respect me. Period. I'm not doing the drama. You're not mad at me because he with me for Valentine's. Listen, that don't have nothing to do with me. You're going to keep me out of it. Only time I feel like I should be talking to a BM is when we're engaged. Because now it's like, okay, like, yeah, like little boy stepmama. This little girl stepmama. That I can take. I feel like at that point in time, that's when you should be meeting the BMs and the BM and all that. Y'all should be talking and all that. But otherwise, no, I don't want to meet the child as no girlfriend. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to be around your child. So me and the BM, I feel like we'll get along perfectly because I feel like if I was to be a BM, I would be the worst BM in the world. That's why I don't want to be a BM. I'm more of a wifey guy. Because if I was to be, I know that I want to be married. So that if I was to be a BM, I'm gonna be the biggest in the world, nigga, because you just sat here and took me out the game. Something off with me, for real. First of all, I'm gonna run away. Girl, it's so much to it. Y'all don't even, we ain't gonna get into that. But if I ever was to be a BM, I feel like I would just not play with a nigga, like period, and not let him play with me. I wouldn't necessarily care about being around it. I don't want to meet the child as no girlfriend. I don't want to be around the child. I don't want the child to know about me. The child just know you got your little lady friend. That's about it. And that's why you and mommy won't be getting back together. That's at the most what I can say. But as far as meeting the child and being around the child, no. So if I'm not meeting the child, being around the child, why I gotta meet the mama? And why me and the mama gotta be cool? But I do feel like when it gets to the point that it's serious. Like, nah, this is about to be the nigga. This man is gonna marry me. Like, okay, yeah, then you do need to go ahead and make sure that BM accepts and respects the relationship and you. Clock it. Then I'm like, if the man is consistent with his time and consistent with his quality time, you got me. If he consistent with his time, he gives good quality time, meaning when he's with me, I have all his time. It's good quality, great time. What do we do? Dates, we do whatever. And if financially, if I need something help, because I take care, all of this is sponsored by me. I don't have a sponsor. Rent gets paid because I work a job and I pay it. So if he's doing things like when I text him and be like, can you send me $50 because I'm about to go get me some food, me and the girls want to go out for drinks, and he send me the money, and then text me and say, I'm about to put my son to bed and I'm gonna meet you at the house, I can take that. What can I say with that? If I am you with your son or something, you're with your daughter and y'all at the park, and I text you saying I'm out with drinks with the girls, send me $50 for the tab, and you send me $50 for the tab, send me a cute little picture with your daughter and all of that, and y'all at the park, and you tell me I'm gonna meet you at home, I could actually do that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I quite frankly could. Yeah, I guess like I say, if you are a baby daddy with a child that's 9 years or older, what I say, 8 years or older, then you kind of got a chance. But you do need to have money and time and make it quality time. Okay. Last one, and this one is somebody who likes to plan things out, likes to think things out, likes to know. This one for me, I realized probably with us coming on the end. As y'all know, this lease is about to be up. I'm going to be moving soon. We're going to be transitioning from like days in the life to a moving series to a traveling series, because for the next 6 months I'm just going to be traveling. But stay tuned with my channel to know all of that. As for the last, really realize, as we're coming up on the end of this season, this series, realize that I barely know what I'm doing. When it comes to adulting, this adult thing, I'm really winging it day by day. Yeah, day by day. I'm winging it day by day. Somebody was to ask me, what is it? I don't know, girl. I couldn't tell you. Just go with the flow. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Cry a lot. Cry it out. Cry, girl, cry. Because that crying is going to release some tension. Cry. As long as you cry and get up, wipe your face, and come up with a plan, that's all that matters. Literally, majority of this time is just trusting God. A lot of crying, praying, and trusting God. Happy times too. A lot of like, God is so good. He did it again. A lot of those moments. For the most part, when it comes to my life, girl, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, even though I brag about like my degree, some people might see it as bragging or whatever, because it ain't that many black people with degrees, and definitely not in science. So I'm gonna throw it in your face every time. But even with that, girl, like, okay, yeah, I got a degree, but girl, I'll tell you all the time, like, girl, I was in nursing school. I'm not technically a nursing school dropout. When I dropped out of nursing school, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know nothing. I didn't have a clue. I'm winging it. I'm like, well, I guess I can pick another. What's the closest major to nursing? Let me get that. That's how my life be going. Even with this apartment where it's a nice lofty, it's a nice apartment. But girl, this was a wing. This was a wing. A lot of my life is just pray and go. Pray and go. Pray and go. Because at that point, it's just like, what else can you do? You know what else can you do? And I think that's just what it is. I guess when you call it kingdom living, that it looks like, girl, you absolutely have this all together. You absolutely know what you're doing. You absolutely have all your I's dotted and all your T's crossed, girl, please. It's called the grace of God, girl. I'm winging this. I'm winging this. Winging it bad. I'm winging it bad. But bad in a good way. It's just working out, because in the end, low key, all things are tight, working together for the good of those who do love, called according to his purpose and all of that. So that's what's going on. I've realized I don't know what I'm doing, and that's okay. I barely know what I'm doing. Let me say that, because I know enough to pray, but I barely know what I'm doing, and that is okay. That's okay. Even when it comes to relationships, I don't know. I thought I wanted to be married, girl. Now I'm like, never mind. I think I actually understand why the men like being single. I think the men are onto the men are actually logical. That's my rationale now, y'all. I believe the men are logical for taking their time proposing and getting married. The women, we the ones itching to be, we the ones off. I said it, yeah. I think the men, they got it. They knew. They're more, they know what they're doing. That's on the topic of another day. We'll get into that comment if you want to do a little sit down video about that. Girl, that is my life. We are winging it. You pray and go. Pray and go. So that is going to be the end of this video. This is the video of the 10 things that I did not know about me. I guess I was saying 2 today, because I'm telling it to y'all. Yeah, girl, those are the 10 things that I didn't know about me. I don't think there was any other. I was going to try to do 15, but I really couldn't come up with 15. And I'm like, if it's 15, would have been a bit much. Like, girl, 15 things you didn't know about yourself. Do you know yourself? So the 10 was cute. If you want to see more videos like this, like I said, I told y'all the next, we kind of out of the day of the life vlogs. We're going into this moving series, and then we'll be going into the traveling series. But if y'all want more videos like this in between that, me just sitting down talking to y'all, getting a bit of a 1-2-1, just let me know. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram too, because I did a poll actually to see what story time I was going to do for this video. And if you follow me on Instagram, you can vote. And that's what people did. They voted and said that they wanted this one. So that's what I did. It was between this and why you shouldn't settle. So we'll be doing the why you shouldn't settle probably for the next one. But yeah, be sure to be following me on Instagram so you can be tapped in with just a little stuff, the in the moment stuff. You know what I mean? In the moment stuff, as opposed to when we upload. Y'all, love y'all so much. We are working on, we love y'all so much. I am going to get another camera. I'm just trying to decide what I want to do. Part of me is like, okay, just get the DJI 3. DJI 3. Then another part is like, girl, just get a Sony. Like, I don't know. So, but this ain't even for y'all. This is story time. If you're new here, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Period. Just in general, if you watch this whole video throughout and you enjoyed it and you want to see more content like this, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. As it is TheeRawestJo. This way you can be tapped in with all my new and upcoming videos. Period. And yeah, I just appreciate y'all so much. I miss doing these story times where I can just sit and talk to y'all and we just let y'all hear how I be thinking. Y'all just hear how I'm thinking and we just listen and just don't judge. I love that about these story times. I love y'all so much. I'll get up with y'all later. Peace. Bye.
You got something real, not basic. You wanna get with me, stop.